Well, hello everyone. I'm gonna be talking about the video that I posted yesterday, okay? And please bear with me right now because I do have some reactions and I want you to be aware of what's going on. There is an email that WFSE put out earlier and the Brave interpreter was willing to share it with me, where they are making excuses for pretty much shipping out interpreting jobs again from DSHS, DCYF, remote and telephone appointments to other companies. And so you may be asking yourself after watching that video, how is that affecting LNI interpreters? Well, it does have potential ramifications for us as a union, whether we win or WFSE wins, because it's just setting up the state to do whatever they want. And if you do not have the right to bargain over the conditions of the distribution of appointments and negotiate whenever they are planning to get a new company to distribute your jobs, then what do you have a union for? Okay, so these are the things at stake here. I'm gonna show you right now. For those of you that saw the video, then you understand what this is all about. For those of you that didn't watch the video from yesterday, I want to show you this. So what you see right here is the thumbnail of the video that I posted yesterday, where I was making you aware of, how WFSE sold out more of our jobs to companies outside of Washington State. And this is a game that they play. I also talked in the video about how they create these problems and they let them happen in order to set you up so you have the need for a union, or they have a way to sell you their services. And so I'm not going to go through the whole video, what we exposed yesterday, but I want to show you a couple of things, of course. You remember, this is one of the slides from the video where, and I want you to pay attention to this. I'm not going to go into much detail, but there are key things right here. And one of those things is that, Quantran, the Interpreters United's president, is making it clear right here that leaders of their local and the WFSE staff, as he told you before, the WFSE staff makes all of the decision, they were going to meet with the state over this new company. Okay, but I want you also to see exactly where they say, as soon as we have more information about this matter, we will immediately send out updates. And so this is how they set you up. Just like, before, when they supposedly didn't know anything about My Language Link interpreting works, they knew about this company. Oh, they totally knew. And I proved it to you yesterday because this company had already had a contract with the Department of Enterprise, and WFSE is the union that represents DSHS interpreters. They are supposed to know these things. The state communicates with them, and I'm going to prove it to you once again with even more solid information. But this is how they set you up. They said, as soon as we have more information, we'll let you know. But I'm going to go back to show you the email that they shared with their members earlier today. This is why, we need to go over these things. So this is funny, right? This is an email that a Brave interpreter was willing to share with me. I wanted to show you the gaslighting again. After telling you they will let you know when they knew more about this company, and telling you that the state decided to contract with this company, knowing very well that the state is not going to do anything without the union certified to represent DSHS interpreters knowing about it. And I want you to, read with me this first paragraph right here. It says, as you know, DES, the Department of Enterprise Services, has contracted with a new agency, the Four Corners Translation LLC, for DSHS and DCYF interpreting jobs. Get this. This is where the gaslighting starts again. The state administrators were supposed to formally inform us about this change. And that's true. Any changes, they're supposed to let the union know. But here it is. But they neglected. Ha! You really want us to believe, whoopsie. These leaders want you to believe that this actually came as a surprise, okay, to the certified union to represent interpreters and negotiate about working conditions. This is what they want you to believe, but they knew about these things, okay? It says now, and catch this, now the Four Corners wants to have the list of our members with contact information and certifications for them to send an email to invite registrations. So ULS's contract is not even done yet, right? And they want you to sign up with the company beforehand. So they're promoting this. They want you to go and contact this company, okay? With the intention of protecting your privacy, our local did not give them the list. Oh my gosh. We ask that you contact this agency as soon as possible if you are interested in taking DSHS and DCYF jobs. You know, let me show you something, because there is a lot to unpack here. And I just I want you to be able to see the gaslighting exactly for what it is, because I can't take it anymore. And any time I, show you documentation, anytime I expose these people, I'm not making these things up. I'm showing you proof. What you see on the screen right here is the collective bargaining agreement, okay? Between the state and Local 1671, Interpreters United, WFSE, whatever. They're just, one and the same, but they're separate. They are a complete mess, as I have exposed before. And so, you see it right here. The contract, as you can see, it's still in effect until June 30th, 2023. So here it is. We're going to go to this page right here, 27. Okay, now I'm going to show you something where you see mandatory subjects. This is what I want you to read with me. The state will satisfy its collective bargaining obligation before making a change with respect to a matter that it is a mandatory subject as specified in the RCW. Now, you just saw in the email that Quantran said that he said the state was supposed to notify them of these changes. Well, you could see it here, right? And I want you to keep on reading with me, because they said that the state neglected to inform them. It says right here, per the contract, the state will notify the executive director of the union by email to mandatorynotice@wfse.org of these changes in writing, citing this article, and the union may request negotiations on the impact of these changes. So they're supposed to send notification in writing. And it says right here, in the event the union does not request negotiations within 21 calendar days of receipt of the notice, the state may implement the changes without further negotiations. Now, after reading this, okay, they have 21 days to respond when the state is notifying the union about changes, so they could, let's get to talk, let's negotiate. What do you think really happened here? Do you really believe the state didn't let WFSE know about these changes? Do you really believe, given their track history, the ULS fiasco in 2018 when they wanted to get rid of CTS Language Link, bringing ULS, which is not a bad company, they just didn't have the experience of a statewide contract, and a lot of people suffered. Do you really want to believe that they didn't know about these changes? I believe they did, okay? And even if they didn't, that was supposedly a violation of the bargaining contract. If they didn't revolt, if they're not revolting because they're letting you know, oh, well, the state already decided to contract with this company, we'll let you know about changes. Really? Really? We'll let you know about changes. So what are you paying union dues for as a WFSE member? If a union cannot even prevent the state from doing whatever they want, you cannot strike, you cannot do anything, they walk all over you, you get 7-cent increases on your salary per hour. What are you really paying union dues for? This is proving to you they very well knew what was happening. They let it happen because now they're coming to save the day. Now they're coming to supposedly bring you out of the desperation. We're going to do everything in our power to correct the situation because the state neglected it. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Okay, and I'm going to go back to that email just to show you this. How they keep on gaslighting interpreters everywhere. Let's go back to the email. Oh my gosh. It's a lot. It's a lot. It says right here, DSHS and DCYF have decided to now use Four Corners platform, Boast Lingo, to schedule on-site and remote appointments. Once again, as I was telling you, what is the problem with having interpreters, utilizing powerful devices like a cell phone, smartphone, okay, a tablet, which have the capability of allowing you to do these jobs, cover these appointments directly and get paid directly, so a middleman company doesn't take that money from you. But no, they let it happen. And also right here, pre-scheduled and on-demand appointments. Now, here is the gaslighting again, okay? In the email that I showed you before in the video, they said they didn't know about the negotiations from the state. They didn't know about the company. They'll let you know because the state decided we'll let you know about any updates. Proceed to read with me right here. Earlier in March, Samantha Taverna of Four Corners sent an email to some of us to announce a series of training sessions, DES Master Contract, so we can familiarize ourselves with their software system. Boom. So they knew this. This is proof once again. They knew about this change. They were coordinating with these people, but WFSE knew about these changes, and this is how they gaslight you. This is how they lie to you. I present this information. They take it personal because they think I'm attacking them personally, and I have nothing against Milena Calderari-Waldron, the person, Ben whatever, the person, Tim Tharp, all these guys. I don't have anything personally against them. But I do have a big beef and problem with what they're doing to interpreters, especially in the LNI system. I do have a problem with that. And I will speak out with Washington interpreters. We will expose this and we will fight them until the end. We're not going anywhere. But they do have personal attacks against us. That's all they have, because they cannot argue with the facts of what they do. Okay? This is the problem with them. So here, the first of such training took place on March 21st. The leaders of our local received feedback from some attendees that indicates this whole thing is still a mess and confusing to all parties. Apparently, this new agency does not know what it's doing. At the least, its portal cannot distinguish between private jobs versus DSHS and DCYF jobs. Now, this is grand. Now, they excuse themselves. We didn't know about this, very well knowing this was happening. The state didn't tell us anything when the state is, per their contract, supposed to notify them of these changes. And now they're telling you this company's terrible, they're a mess, they don't know what they're doing. But if you scroll up to the first paragraph right here, they want interpreters to go ahead and sign up with them. How is this possible? Here, we ask that you contact this agency as soon as possible if you're interested in taking DSHS and DCYF interpreting jobs. So this company apparently, that this agency that does not know what it's doing, and it's a mess, okay, here confusing to all parties, the union is telling you, they're telling you, go sign up, give them your information. Go ahead. So my question to these leaders, and not really my question, I want you to ask them this. Why are you promoting the company? Why are you telling people register with them right now if you see that the company is a mess and they don't know what they're doing? Why don't you say, wait a minute, let's fix this. Let's see what's going on. If you really didn't know about what was happening because they knew. But no, they're not interested in that because it's all a plan to sell you the need for a union, to get as many interpreters as they can to pay union dues, regardless of how you suffer, whether or not you get enough hours to make a living as an interpreter, or if you even have benefits. They don't care about any of that. I've proven this to you time after time after time. I've explained these things ad nauseum. And I want you to please, once and for all, see the facts. If you don't like me, okay, don't look at this face. If you don't like me or Washington interpreters, look at the information that we are presenting to you. You cannot deny the veracity of these facts. So I'm going to continue because, this is going to get more interesting right now. Okay, now this is a kicker right here. Okay, this is really, really, weird stuff. Read with me. Once again, we need to unite and step up to straighten this matter. Oh yeah, let's unite. Give us your union dues so we do nothing again. And then it says right here, we cannot afford to let this incompetent system hurt our livelihood. Oh, really? And now, they just became divine. They're just, immortal. Look at this. Collectively, we have thousands of years of experience in this profession among ourselves. Really? Well, I didn't know you guys were related to Methuselah. Are you Jesus? Are you Moses? Are you Jonah? I didn't know that you were alive for thousands of years collectively. Wow. No one knows how things work better than us. But you still choose not to do anything. As leaders of the biggest union, you just collect union dues, fatten your pockets, bring your friends from out of state like Marisa Giglio to take over the LNI contract, where you have a revolving door of interpreters getting certified every day, regardless of their quality, of their skills. Patients suffer, and there's not enough hours to go around for everyone. And I'm not telling you, if you're a WFSE member, to just opt out. I did it myself because I didn't see the need to pay dues to this union, if they're not doing anything for me, and they didn't want to listen to suggestions for the LNI system. Okay, so, I'm going to stop it here with this email, okay? But this is what they're doing to you, okay? And of course, they say the leaders of our local have set up a few meetings that will take place this month with the state to inquire more information about this change. Once again, the gaslighting ensued. As soon as we learn anything, we will immediately update you. Yeah. In the meantime, contact the Four Corners Translation LLC if you have questions and or want to sign up to take jobs. For the company that's a mess and they don't know what they're doing, so you're not going to fix anything. The state didn't even notify you, but you're telling interpreters to go ahead and give their information to this new company that we don't know anything about. This is the kind of experienced leadership that they have, okay? This is the kind of collective bargaining experience that they're selling to you, because they are experts. They're subject matter experts. When you hear, let's hear from the experts, run for the hills, because they don't know anything. They use that word expert because they want to fling around some college degree like we don't have college degrees. They want to fling around, we've been doing this for these years like we don't know our profession. And so I want you to be aware, guys. Now, before I end this, I have 2 more things to show you. You would be telling me, Juan, but what is your beef with out-of-state company? Well, it's out-of-state. If you're gonna choose a company, choose it here in Washington State. And then I hear like, Juan, but with L&I, with Interpreting Works, I get paid the whole amount. Sure. Let me show you this right here. Do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember this image? This was from 2019, and this was the request for proposals when they were soliciting responses from agencies or individuals interested in the contract for the L&I system, right? Now, I want you to look at the estimated value for that contract, which is the amount of money that Interpreting Works should be getting, and even more, per year. All that money per year could be added to what you get hourly. But no. WFSE influenced L&I to get this company to hook up their friends. Why don't they use that money yearly to add in some benefits? And remember, WFSE is not even the union that represents L&I interpreters. They haven't won elections. They cheated. The state invalidated the results because they deceived, misinformed, lied, and manipulated L&I interpreters. So they haven't won squat. They may win. Hey, it happens. But as of right now, they haven't won squat. So they're not the certified union, still influencing these changes. So what I'm saying is, L&I already has an interpreter lookup service with the database of all interpreters in the state of Washington. I proposed this to Susan Campbell, but the state didn't want to take that responsibility. I didn't say, hey, the state should have the scheduling platform. No, I said, open up the interpreter lookup service, let providers pick the interpreters they want to use right there, make it a rotation, if you will, so it's actually more, more fair, the distribution of appointments, however you want to do it, and generate a job ID number so you fulfill the requirement for the fill rate data. That's it. And it's free. It doesn't cost L&I anything. And that $1,400,000 or more that Marisa Giglio is getting could have been used, could have been used for some more benefits for L&I interpreters. Could have been used for more things. But no, instead, Milena Calderari-Waldron and WFSE lobbied L&I so you don't have mileage. And I showed you this years ago. I'm not making this up, You could believe what you will, but these are the facts. I always bring you the facts and the heat, all right? Now, you saw that now. Let me show you from L&I the payment policies. So you see something else right here. Screen share. What do you see right here? Tell me. I want you to tell me, what do you see right here? But I'm going to show you, these are the payment policies, from L&I. Chapter 14, Language Access Services. And for those of you that believe that maybe I'm, deceiving you, no. This is right here, effective July 1st, 2022. This is current. Now, look at this. Interpreter Services Fee Schedule. All right? Interpreting Works encounter fee payable only to Interpreting Works is $7.50 per encounter. Wouldn't it be nice to add that to the already $60 that you're getting hourly? No, but Marisa Giglio is getting that fee. For what? For what? For scheduling appointments that the providers could do themselves if they had access to all interpreters' information through a rotation-based service, that everybody would get fair appointments equally? It is a scam. I've been telling you guys. So not only is Interpreting Words getting almost $2 million a year, but they're also getting $750 per appointment. And if you remember, in my videos, I exposed that Marisa Giglio had a few webinars with interpreters in the beginning a few years ago, where she was complaining to interpreters that, oh, she's losing money with this implementation. Oh, I'm losing money. This is what interpreters reported, that she said she was losing money, getting all that money. No, she's losing money. She's got to be paying extra staff. So what do you think is going to happen? They're going to demand for more money. And their contract expires, I believe it is next month. So you guys, I wanted to show you this, and I wanted to let you know this is what's happening, okay? I am open to meet with any of you, any interpreter. I have been meeting with interpreters that have taken upon my offer to, have coffee with me, to sit down with me, or Washington interpreters, to, have questions. I'm going to be traveling, already have interpreters from all over requesting these appointments because they're concerned about what's happening. And as I showed you in the video from yesterday, a lot of interpreters don't even have jobs. And according to many reports, Marisa Giglio is blocking them from working with the platform. And so I have a message for you. You may have discrepancies with me or the way Washington interpreters have been doing stuff. You may have suggestions, but nothing is going to change if we don't take action. If we do not take action, again, if we do not take action, nothing is going to change. Other unions have failed. Leaders from the other Interpreters Rising Union that tried, they didn't make it to the election. And I hear that some of their leaders, I'm not going to mention names, you should know this, some of their leaders, after egging you on to vote for WFSE because they were offered positions, WFSE showed who they really are. When they thought they had won the election, the runoff election, yeah, they didn't give you anything, did they? Ha! They didn't give you the positions you wanted to have, right? They didn't give you your own local union like they promised me back in the day. They didn't do that, did they? Not because I wanted positions for myself, but because I wanted Illini interpreters to have our own local union, even with them before, if we had the ability to make our own decisions. And that didn't happen. What made you think it was going to happen with you? You know what also I heard from some Interpreters Rising's leaders? I heard that at least one of them is working for the lawyer that represents Interpreting Works as a paralegal. Yeah, talk about selling out. And some of you are the cause that we do not have a union now. So I encourage you, let's come together. You have our bylaws, okay? Right here. You have our bylaws. Everything is legally sound. In our bylaws, they are strictly adhered to Washington state laws, okay? And so, if you have any questions about our bylaws, about what we're doing, go ahead and, take a look at them. Request a meeting with me. I'm going to meet with you guys. I'm going to explain everything that you need to know. If you have suggestions for when we win, the way we negotiate, let me know. But as of right now, we need to get together and have this union. We need to win. Please come out of the shadows. I know that many of you maybe have moved on to other professions, or you're just interpreting part-time because you don't have enough hours, enough jobs, enough appointments. I understand all of that, but don't be apathetic. Don't act like you don't care and then complain when things are not going our way and just blaming everybody. We need to take responsibility. I, with Washington interpreters and others, we have brought this election to you, and we keep on fighting WFSE legally without asking you for a penny. We have done everything. All you have to do is get that ballot and vote for Washington interpreters, and then we get to negotiate. That's all you have to do. It's really easy on you guys. So please, I am grateful for those of you that have supported us. I'm really grateful, and I humbly ask again for your support. Don't be afraid. These people are not God. They're just human beings. They're not as smart as you think they are. Some of them are, right? They got nothing on you. You are a wonderful interpreter. And that's why I preface my comments or my posts almost always with, hello, wonderful interpreters. Some people have called me corny for that, or cheesy, or whatever. Because you're a wonderful individual. To be an interpreter, you have to be not only bilingual, you have to have a skill set that's special to do what we do. So don't be down because some WFSE people tell you this is how it is, and we are the ones that know how this works. No, they're not. They're just leeches, leeching off of your union dues money, your hard-earned money, your labor. And as I showed you in this live stream, and I have showed you before many times, not doing anything for you in return, just lies after lies after lies. Until when are you going to take this? Please, let's do this. Let's win this election. Help me. You know what you could do in the meantime? You could talk to all of your fellow interpreters at work. You don't have to publicly come on a video or, publicly say I support Washington interpreters, but talk to your fellow LNI interpreters and tell them who you're going to vote for and why you chose Washington interpreters. Why you chose this union, Washington interpreters, that's been doing all of these things for our profession. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you later. God bless.